Yeah, welcome to yet another exciting video on this channel where we drop content as regards to capacity building and human capital development. In this video, we will continue with our job interview series, which is on how to answer frequently job interview questions. And on this video, we will be dealing with one of the frequently asked job interview question, which is, what is your greatest weakness? What is your greatest weakness? In our previous video, we handled what is your greatest strength, and I mentioned that the reason why the interviewer asks this question is to know, one, if you have done what we call self assessment or self appraisal, if you have self awareness. Number two, if you have good listening skill. Then number three is to understand whether you are one who can fit in to this job, whether your characteristics can fit in to the job or not. And to deal with this question, this is a question where most job applicants fail. 60-70% of applicants fail this question. Sometimes they overtalk, sometimes they undertalk, sometimes they bring in weaknesses that we shoot them on the leg. I remember also being in an interview, being part of an interview panel, and we asked a lady this question. We are interviewing her for the job of a customer service representative, and we asked her this question: what is your greatest weakness? She said, well, in sincerity, my greatest weakness is sleep, but I'm working on how to ensure that I don't. And that sends a red flag. A customer service representative having a weakness as that as sleep. So he sends a red flag, and the lady did not get the job, even though he is very qualified. But such weakness becomes a huge red flag for her to be appointed as a customer representative of that organization. So when you are to deal with this question, I give my tip in this way. I give two aspects to which you can handle this question. The first is to look for a weakness that doesn't really have any negative effect on the job. Look for a weakness. That's why before you go for any interview, research about the job, research about the company. And one of the things you have to research about the company is the company's core value. So research, found out what weakness can you use that doesn't really have any negative effect on the job, in the organization, or in the industry. So when you discover that, use such weakness and say, well, I have weakness in this. Well, I have weakness. I will consider the one I consider as my greatest weakness is this or that. Pick one. Remember, is this or that. However, I'm putting I'm putting this effort, that effort, in seeing that I ensure that those weaknesses doesn't really affect my productivity. And that can be a way to deal with that question. That can be a way to deal with that question. Please remember, don't wash your dirty linens outside. Everyone has a weakness. Don't say you don't have any weakness, or don't say you can't remember any weakness. That is showing lack of self-awareness, lack of self-appraisal. Most job seekers say we begin to think at that moment. You will know that they haven't really assessed themselves. You will know that they haven't really done this self-appraisal to know what they can do and what they cannot do, what is their strength and what is their weakness. So don't come and say, well, I don't really think I have any weakness. No, every individual does. So you use a weakness that doesn't really have any negative effect on the job or in the industry, on the organization. Another way you can maneuver this question, another way you can scale through this question, is to make your strength look as if it's your weakness. make your strength to look as if is your weakness. How do I mean? You use a strength in a way that it looks as if it's your weakness. But remember, it's not every strength that can be used as a weakness. I remember being years back being interviewed in one of the NGOs to be a mentor for secondary school students to help them form their career path and that, and it's a Christian NGO, and we are asked this question: what is your greatest weakness? And some persons answer other things and that. I remember I said that, well, for my greatest weakness, my friends complain a lot about me that I forgive people so easily. Therefore, people tends to take undue advantage of that. However, I'm working towards it to ensure that I know when to call it quit. I know when to be sure that people don't hurt my emotions. That is what I answered. Now, what you need to understand is this: is that to forgive people is a strength. Forgiveness is a strength, it's not a weakness. However, you and I can relate with this, that people tends to take undue advantage of persons. They know that if they do, the person will forgive. If they do, the person will let it go. And that some persons take undue advantage, which can easily resonate with the interviewers, with the recruiters. They can easily relate with that. And why is this very important? Why is this answer very strategic? Is that every employer, every recruiter knows that your colleague will step on your toes. Even your boss sometimes will step on your toes as well. That you will be one that will be easily to work with. You can easily let go. You can easily forgive. You don't carry things at heart, and that in a way will score you high. That will in a way will bring a positive impression on the interviewer, even though it has to talk about your negative aspect. It has to talk about your weakness. In that way, you have turned your weakness to become a strength in aspect of making a positive impression on the interviewer. And this is how you deal with this interview question, which I consider one of the most difficult job interview question that fresh job seekers fail every now and then. Apply these strategies and see yourself scaling through this question. Thank you for stopping by. I will want to appeal that you subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so that a lot of persons can get value to the things we offer in this channel. Thank you for stopping by.